Fielded in the end zone, it's Neighbors. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's team.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
With the catch, it's Jordan. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Looking to throw at Stafford. They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots.
And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The fair catch called for and made. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Nevada. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house him. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Grab near the marker. It's Golden. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Stafford trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did so...
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He'll run it again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to throw. It's Stafford. He's got his man. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Nash. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Keeps the legs moving.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stafford. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. And the ball is picked off, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Dropping back, it's Stafford. Gets away. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Jordan. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown tie. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17, Alabama, 16.
He'll bring it out. It's Moss. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Open space at the 25. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd.
The end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Nevada, 17, Alabama, 16.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Nevada going quickly.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the incompletion.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Scanning the field, it's Stafford. They're bringing heat. Moving away from pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
Using the quick game. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. That last field goal put them on top, and now this kickoff unit needs to cover well because it only takes 3 to beat you now. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. To throw, it's Blue. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to pin them back for this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. To move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. It's caught downfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game.
Well.
A little sports history, David. Upset is the only
First and foremost,
to defeat Man of War.
I just want to say good game.
That's why we call games like this.
And second of all,
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But
you are corny.
this is an upset. This
Third of all,
beat a ranked team, but
you deserve this
got your respect.
right here.
Now, let's build on this throughout the season. One win,
You deserve every single one bit of it.
Reese, some might say you're
Smell what the Rock is cooking.
Sorry, man. Just